Welcome to the Out on a Limb podcast. We are all interconnected to a greater web of consciousness. Our aim is to open your mind to a new world through having open-minded discussions about what we perceive our reality to be.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the 100th episode of Out on a Limb podcast. Yay! Woo! We're super excited.
This
and
was
you
her
guys, this was my idea. You're darn right.
Hundo.
And we are so excited that you all, many of you have been with us this whole time. These two did not want me to buy these to celebrate, and yet who is having the most fun with them? What would we be on this show without having fun?
That's right.
Now, another funny story.
Oh, goodness.
I went to the dollar store because that's where you can get the best balloons. Hey, that's nice.
Sort of.
And Will kind of deserted me while I'm in line.
Looks like a fishing lure.
Yeah.
Told the guy I needed some balloons to decorate the set. And there's a whole wall of balloons, and they have numbers on them.
Mind you, I'm not pressuring her at all.
No, but there were other people in line or whatever. And so he's like, well, which ones do you want? And then all of a sudden, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I don't even know. I hadn't given it any thought. Let's see.
Balloon stage fright is what you had.
I like those two pink hearts. Oh, let's see. Oh, and some blue stars. Yeah. And those silver stars. Yeah. So we get them in the car, and Will's like, are we throwing a baby shower or a party? Because do we know anybody?
Literally, there was like a dozen colors to
all
pick from.
kinds of colors.
Reds and purples and greens.
I should have at least gotten green and red so we could use them.
No, this is getting so ironic. Like, this is so funny. Ready for this? Did you intentionally decide to wear blue?
No. I just
So you're
grabbed it.
blue
Red
and pink.
Pink, right.
And I'm silver like this.
Right.
Okay? Totally not planned.
No.
Not at all.
That's
Another thing
funny.
is, and I think this, okay, and then you got the blue and
Yeah.
you have the
I had the
have the
blue
pink
thingy,
and, you know, there's, anyway. Another funny thing is that I didn't realize that this was for this. I thought she bought this for our Christmas party tonight.
Right.
See, we're filming this in December when we had a Christmas party, and had I given it more
I know.
thought.
So I'm sitting here thinking this is for the Christmas party. So I'm thinking you have really gone round the bend, because why wouldn't you choose green and red?
Right.
I don't think they had green and red, in my defense. I know they didn't have green and red.
They had
hearts.
red.
It
They
wouldn't
had
be
red.
at the
Well,
dollar
they did have
store.
red, yes.
They did
You're
have
right.
red.
You're actually right. They did have red.
I know they
hearts.
had red.
Too much. Too much.
And anyway,
I'm done.
Anyway,
I'm out.
it makes for quite a funny story for our 100th episode.
It does.
It does.
It does.
So today we're going to,
When do you think this will air? Somewhere mid-January-ish? No, or first?
well, on our 100th episode.
Well, no
which
kidding.
would
More
be-
than likely.
Day.
I believe it's like the second week of January.
Okay.
You all know because you're watching it on that day.
Right.
We're going to
All right, Captain
Well,
Obvious.
you got it, you know. Gotta use it.
regale you with stories and memories, a few minutes anyway. And we're going to talk about some analytics, some interesting tidbits about who watches our show and from where, and kind of fun stuff. That was your,
Yeah, that's
I hope you're,
my
you got,
lane.
You got it ready? Okay.
That's my lane.
We're
Sorry,
almost,
it's like
we're
a
almost
fidget
at
spinner.
2 years. Our last party was at 1 year when we had our 1 year
Yep, anniversary.
right? And that's, I think, March-ish.
Somewhere around
I think
there,
we
yeah.
started around March, right? So because we I guess there's 52 weeks in a year, and
So it'll
so
be
we're not
104th
quite
episode would
right,
be
we're
2
not
years.
quite there yet.
Oh, look at you mathing.
Math
Jeez.
major. Not
But
really.
right. So at any rate, within those 100 episodes, we have actually changed our intro. You
Yes.
remember? We have a new intro with our friend Chrysilla
Yep.
from the UK, who gives us that beautiful UK accent on the intro.
Yeah.
We have changed our set, and that was recent.
Yep.
And we're still kind of adjusting to our set, giving us elbow room and logistical room and big-headed chairs with a headrest.
And it's not a commentary or an indictment on you, Will Brown. It's
No.
just a comment.
I know. I'm just playing.
What
Okay.
about the new set?
Oh, the poor, he's going to throw flour on his face and be like, I worked so hard
That's right.
all day for this set. Anyway.
It is beautiful. I like it. We just wanted maybe a bigger table.
Yeah,
but
a bigger table.
anyway.
We'll get there. It was $30 on
Because now
Facebook.
y'all
was
can
good.
see when I'm mismatched, like now I have to,
Oh, you mean like the newscaster that sits with a suit up and shorts down?
that
Yeah,
kind of thing. Yeah.
I get to do that because you can't see what I'm wearing.
I mean, it was $30 on Facebook Marketplace. What do you want? I mean, come on.
What else has changed? Anything
In his
else?
defense.
We've changed, haven't we? In 2
Have we?
years, almost 2 years.
Well, we're not noobs doing this anymore.
No.
We're like,
A little less awkward, maybe.
yeah, we can jump right into the topics right away.
I don't think any of us have gained or lost weight, have we?
Oh, I lost and gained back. So yeah,
Such is life.
yeah, but that's okay because it'll happen again. And then what about we're not as funny? Well, I was
We're
just
not
told
as
we
funny.
don't have as many
Oh,
bloopers because we've gotten so professional.
No, not
or
professional.
potty mouth.
We get our lead in because I start recording as soon as probably
You got too professional.
2 or 3 minutes prior to you actually seeing what you see. Those 2 or 3 minutes are actually a bit more deep conversation versus just chuckling it up, right? So, it is what it is.
So we just got to get stupid again.
Or just have that commentary instead of bloopers. Just have commentary. Have like B-roll footage type of stuff.
We can do B-roll.
Yeah.
Next time.
Or what outtakes, I guess you could call
Outtakes.
them. Yeah.
He's going to pan across the table while we're
So
having deep discussions.
I hope that you figured in your analytical analysis
I don't know, maybe.
which one was the favorite show
Favorite-
based on viewership.
Oh, yes. I have the top 10 if you wish to.
Oh, yeah, the top
before-
Letterman top 10. Do you guys remember David Letterman? Oh my gosh, I miss David Letterman.
It was-
Okay, wait, before
top
he
10
says what the top one was, you guys comment below and put which
Yeah,
one
put
was
this on pause.
which one you thought was the top 10.
Which was your favorite even?
And we'll trust you because it'll all be by the
Can't.
honor system.
Well, we can see the timing too.
Although
Or
I do
maybe
need,
not.
I do need my other glasses. Will we? Though?
I need my spectacles.
How are you going to tell by timing?
Are the comments timed?
No,
Are those Allison's?
no. I wear pink. I got blue. I
He's
got.
secure in his masculinity.
I was thinking because I need a new pair of glasses, people.
That
I'm
was
going to be
very
getting a
mature
new
of
pair of
me.
glasses, and I'm thinking about getting a colored frame in pink and blue, or not pink, more red and blue are on my.
Really? Red
Yes.
might look kind of cool.
Yes.
Ooh.
All right. Are you going from 10 down to the number one most popular?
Do you want me to do it that way?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right,
Start
so-
with the 10th most popular one.
10th. So yes, out of our.
Okay, we ready?
I don't know how many.
Wait,
Please don't do that I will get up.
we'll
away
do
from the
it. We'll
table.
do it for the announcement of the number one.
Okay,
Please
we'll
do. Thank you. Jesus, I'll
We'll just
get up
be
and walk away.
silent. Silent cheering.
All right. So number. Let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. The number 10th. The number 10th. The number 10.
Number 10. Number 10.
Most watched. Most
Watched episode.
watched episode, and I want to look at views on this.
Alien Encounters.
Is 283 views, and that is Conversation with Mark Patterson Part 1. Wow. Yay.
Mark, you made it to
Right.
the top 10.
And then ET's Part 1. That was at 285 views.
See, I was
Wow, that was number 9.
That was number
I
9.
was calling that as number 10.
Number 8, Conversation with Dennis and Christina Brady.
Ooh.
299 views.
Thank you for all your friends.
Wait a minute.
Who watched.
What?
Oh, okay, wait. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're higher, increasing in viewership. I got it. Okay. Sorry, I was off for a minute. Go ahead.
It's because the numbers are going to, you're going 10, 9,
Right,
8,
and I was
and yet
expecting the
numbers
viewers
are going.
Right, it threw me off for a minute. Sorry. Sometimes I can have my airhead moment.
Wow.
I can.
Can you?
Right.
Yes, I can. Maybe my turtleneck's too tight.
I can't, damn it.
It's cutting off the bullets of my head.
No more turtlenecks for Allison
Okay, no,
on
wait.
the
What
show.
are we on, number 7?
Yep, number 7. Conversation with Robin Jelinek. 531.
Ooh, whoa. Almost went, woo.
Conversation with Cynthia Sue Larson. 663.
Yay. Yay!
Conversation with Laura Eisenhower, 772.
Woo!
You gotta tell us
Wait,
which
what
number
is
we're on.
that?
Right.
That would have been number 5.
Yes, number 5.
That's number 5. Number 4, conversation with Jamie Butler, 808
Yay!
views. Conversation with, this is number 3, conversation with Mark Byarski,
Oh, yay!
1,011 views.
He put some
good number.
props out there for
Right?
us, too.
Right? And then coming in at number 2, a conversation with Blossom Goodchild at 1,764.
Wait, you're supposed to save that for the next one.
Well,
I
that's why it
love
was. That's why it was.
Blossom.
That's
We
why
all
it was
love
kind of
Blossom.
weak. It was only for number 2.
Oh,
Or
it matters
bl-
which side you
or
do
you
it out.
or you blew out your little weed thingy. All right, coming in at number 1,
Do we do it now?
Dun, dun, dun.
Do we do it?
conversation with Ian Morris. Good Lord.
Which is funny because he's all about sound.
He wouldn't like these sounds, yeah.
No.
With
Wow.
1,794 views.
Wow.
Yay.
Okay, what did you notice about most of those?
That were all interviews.
They were all
Yes.
So
guests.
you guys don't want to listen to us?
No, apparently not.
Chit chat? No, I don't think it's that. I think it's because all of those people have great followings.
Yeah.
Because we told you in year 2 we were going to bring the receipts. We were going to bring good interviews. We've always had good interviews, but even more so in second year. And you can tell they brought
Let me
their
look
friends
at- I
to
wanna
our
look at
site
one other analytic here.
to watch.
What country follows us the most? This is funny.
No, I'm looking at hours. So I'm looking at duration, or not duration, watch time in hours. And Blossom Goodchild's has the highest watch time hours at 479 hours
So
of
people
watch time.
watched the whole thing.
Pretty
More
much,
people
yeah.
watched the
Yep.
whole thing.
Yep.
Good.
She's so wonderful.
Love me some Blossom.
Yep.
I love and respect all of our guests.
Yes.
I mean, they've
They
been
all make us what we are, what we're doing.
Yeah.
And so, for you that are watching out in viewerland,
Pointing at the audience.
right, our audience, what we just showed you is you guys love our interviews. So please put in the comments who you would think would be a good guest, and we'll reach out to them, and maybe we can get them on board and
Yeah.
have an interview.
You never know.
Right.
You never know.
We will reach out to anyone as long as we can find their contact information. So,
Most everybody.
We are fearless.
I'll reach out to anybody.
I'll reach out to anybody.
Right. What?
No, I'm not afraid to reach out to anybody. I'm just saying we want to make sure that the
Well,
guests are
as long as you're
appropriate.
a
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
I mean,
A good
obviously,
fit for the
I don't
for the
need,
podcast.
I don't need, you know,
Leave it there.
Allison
Yeah.
does
Leave it
quality control.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so here's some other analytics. This is
More analytics.
total watched hours of the podcast over the course of all of the episodes that have been put out.
And if we're on our 100th episode, that would be roughly 100 hours, wouldn't it be?
I got 8,000, almost 8,500 hours.
Wait. 100 episodes.
I don't know what she's trying to add up.
I don't either.
100 episodes at, if each one was roughly an hour long, it'd be 100 hours.
You're going to show how many
And then you're
going to
gonna-
watch and how many.
Correct.
Yeah, no, we don't need to look at that number. We just want to look at how many were watched.
Would you like to see? Would you like to do where the what is it?
But it puts it in
the
context.
curve. You want to where
No.
that is in
Go ahead.
statistics and all that.
You didn't pull that up already? I'm sure he'll add it to the graphics.
All right. Demographic wise, as long as we're on statistics, demographic wise, age.
Oh my
our
God.
yep.
The age of our viewership.
The highest views as far as age are between 25 and 34 years of age.
And women, right? Or does it differentiate?
Well, hold on, I'll get there. No, it doesn't differ. I can't stratify
The
it that
highest
way.
view is that age range?
That is kind of
That's pretty
interesting.
young,
isn't it?
right?
Yes.
That I would not have.
And then the second is 18 to 24,
Even younger.
right? And
How is
then
that possible?
And then the third, then we go way up, which is 55 to 64.
Are you going down like the
No,
top 10?
I'm reading from the highest percentage down to the lowest percentage.
Huh.
Then it goes to 35, 44, then
Oh, well,
40,
we don't need to
45, and then
wipe
then
that
the
one, but-
lowest viewer
Who does not watch
Age.
us?
Is 0?
is 65 plus.
Really?
Well, because they're not open.
Those are the
they're
boomers.
They're not as aware.
Aren't those the boomers?
Yeah. Well, no,
They're-
it's the yeah.
Yeah, baby boomers.
Yeah, it's
Would
the
be
baby
some of them.
boomers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right on the last date.
Edge of that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
really
we know a
interesting.
lot of 70-year-old people who are opening up to all of this
But you're
stuff.
saying a lot.
But are
it's
they
a
watching
relatively-
the podcast?
It's a
Relatively.
handful of people, and
But they are out there. What was the first one? The first range was what?
25 to 34.
25 to 34.
so that's like tail end of millennials. I mean, Gen Z to the tail end of millennials, who are trying to figure this stuff out and are
But
looking for hope. And
okay, so the way I'm going to break this down, that's views. So if anybody in viewer world wants to know, on YouTube, as long as you've watched it for more than, or at least 30 seconds, I believe it is, or is it 3 seconds? I can't
Not
remember.
3, it wouldn't be.
No, it is a very small number. Maybe it might be 3
I thought it was
seconds.
20 seconds.
It's considered a view.
oh,
So,
so that's why they're short attention span.
Right.
That's why that's the
well, and if you look at that age range, 25 to 34, and you look at, they have 1% of the viewing hours.
Small
Their
amount,
average
okay.
duration of watch is 11 seconds.
Oh, well, there you go. So they get on and they're like, oh, I don't want to watch these old funny
Right,
daddies
right.
talking about.
Right. But
This is getting sad.
But if you look at the age, but if you look at the age range that I think you're thinking of is the 55 to 64 age range, their watch time in hours is the highest percentage, which is
Okay.
67.3.
So that makes more sense.
Our peeps.
But they only watch it for 27 seconds. So 16 minutes and 27 seconds.
16
How
minutes.
are we losing you guys? But you know what? We're having the conversation. We're having fun, so it doesn't
Right.
matter anyway.
It's
Right, right,
about right. So then your other demographic, male, female, male.
More
Well,
male?
so the male is, again, has the highest views.
The least
not the
attention
highest.
It's at
span.
52%.
But not the highest watch time.
But right, so the females come in at 48% of views, but so watch time per hour, they're 96.2% of the time.
Okay, that makes sense.
And males are 3.8.
That makes all. Yeah,
Males
that's
watch it
interesting.
for 33 seconds on an average duration, and women watch it at 15.
Isn't that interesting
15
how
minutes.
much
Yeah.
information you can get from these YouTube channels? That was wild.
So then,
Oh, God. We have more? Oh, we're going to go.
so if you're interested to know,
Oh, yeah.
which device are you watching
watch?
it on? Which device are you watching it on?
Okay, if a view is considered 10 seconds, then I'm going to say it's a phone.
Yes. Mobile phone, computer,
It doesn't say iPhone, Android, BlackBerry.
no.
Oh,
Not
God,
that.
they've let us down.
No, I could, and then it says tablet. So yeah, I mean, I could probably dig into a little further because I think I can filter it. This was just the high end.
Okay.
If you want, I'll go dig in if you want. But
Wow.
yes, so mobile phone is the highest used device for all of it. So yes. Then
Because
we
all those Gen Zers
Then
and
what?
millennials.
now we get into the country.
This is a real headbanger.
So this one is quite interesting. So the top 5 countries that
Where our
view
viewers
us,
come from.
right?
What was the number one?
The number 1 is the U.S.
Okay, good. That makes
Okay.
sense.
But then India comes in at number 2.
Come on.
Hey, I'm just reading it what it is. And then Great Britain, then
Yes.
Russia, and then Canada. So that's the top 5.
It makes us wonder if the Indian viewership, are there a lot of bots, do you think?
I don't know, but here, so then when we
And
get
here's
into,
the thing, if you're from India and you're watching us, we thank you. We appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
We're not dissing India,
No, no,
Russia. No,
But we
reach
just
out.
haven't had very many clients.
Well,
I don't
then-
think we've ever had any clients from India or
So
any
watch
people contact
hours.
us from India.
there's a roughly 2,000 watch hours from the U.S.,
But wait, he's going to dig deeper.
3 hours in India, but 94 hours in Great Britain, and 2 hours in Russia, and 22 hours in Canada.
So the Indian viewership is not watching very long.
I'm guessing those are the bot farms.
Maybe so.
They got to be. You know, stop with the whole bot thing. Like,
They're just scraping content. You know, they do go in, they're looking for stuff that's, that kind of thing.
that is just
And let's see.
data mining.
Oh,
Uh-oh, what?
Something new. This will be good, right?
operating system.
We don't need to know that.
My God.
Do we need to know
The
that?
top-
Have people upgraded to Windows 11 yet?
The
Because they're not servicing Windows 10 anymore, apparently.
No, they're not. The top 5 operating systems are iOS, which is Apple,
Phone, yeah.
Android, Windows, Macintosh. I didn't even know Macintosh was still.
That's our Suzanne.
Oh yes, that's okay.
It shows
iOS is your phone.
One viewer with
Right.
Macintosh.
It's just and then Roku is the number
Oh.
number 5. All right, so then the bottom 5.
You know, they've already tuned us out.
Hey, we're just doing this for
It's
fun.
okay, because we knew you were going to do it anyway, because we
Right.
got the stats.
So the bottom 5. I don't even know what this what this operating system is. Vida, VIDAA. That might be from India.
Actually,
No,
I have
Have you-
seen, but I don't know what
I don't know
that
what
is,
it
but
is.
I've seen the word.
Then Nintendo Switch. People are watching us. 4 people watched this on Nintendo
Really?
Switch.
That was the under 5
18.
group.
Yeah, 18 to it.
Xbox.
Under 5.
Xbox.
That's
PlayStation.
the millennials.
Comcast and Lennox.
Interesting. No idea. Okay.
That's all I have for. That's all I
Enough
have
for the
stats,
analytics.
people.
That was good. That was good information. Thank you. We have that on record now. If we ever need to go back and watch.
If anybody else would like stratified information and be able to put it against a curve and anything else, let me know. I'll send it to
So
you.
what's super cool is on our 200th edition,
Yeah.
he's actually going to graph it. So
Oh,
you see
there you
what
go.
the 100th was and what the 200th was.
No.
Yes, you
Yikes.
will. You will. I know you will.
Who knows what we'll be
Let's see,
doing
it took
by
us
then.
2 years. It took us 2 years to get here. So in 2 years, who knows where we will be?
Exactly.
Good point.
We might be
Okay.
touring. We might be touring in our 40-foot bus.
I like
on
these
speaking
pom-poms.
engagements.
Pom-poms.
Oh my god.
It's very
Oh,
sparkly.
what do you call that?
ASMR.
ASMR?
How are you doing, Allison?
No, you have to. You have to whisper when you do this.
All right. Let's talk about our favorite episodes. What were our?
We
do you
should
guys
do a whole
have some?
NPR one where we're just like,
Right.
and it was a lovely day today, Allison, wasn't it? We had balloons.
There are literally people on TikTok doing this stuff and making money.
Yes.
ASMR. That's crazy.
Oh, that wasn't ASMR. That was
NPR.
Oh,
yeah.
NPR.
Don't,
Where
don't
it's-
you remember that from Saturday Night Live where they just? So yes, Allison. So today
So tell me.
we're going to talk about balloons and how shiny those balloons are.
Notice that these are mylar,
Yes.
which is a type of shiny.
Versus natural rubber.
Is there an NPR channel that does that?
No,
Or is that
but
just
it's
Saturday Night Live
Saturday-
mocking them?
No, you
Some
can,
of the NPR ones
because
are,
when you watch it, there are times where, and I think that they do that because back in the day, moms would be listening and their kids would be taking
Right.
naps, so they had to talk very soothingly.
So as not to wake up the children? That's funny.
It's my guest.
So in terms of favorite episodes, other than, of course, our amazing guests,
interesting.
I like, of course, the galactic stuff. I love talking about our galactic encounters and what's going on and disclosure and what might be happening. And that's always fun for me.
Well, it's funny because, you know, the most highly looked at ones are the ones with guests and stuff. And yet the whole reason we did this because we want to talk
We just
about
want
this
to talk
stuff. And
about-
we thought it was really interesting and that everybody else would find it really interesting. And I bet they do. And I bet it's just not being recorded. That's my theory.
Okay.
I think there's a lot more secret watchers out there and it's just not, somehow it's magically
I don't
not
think
recorded.
No, I think it's more about the viewership that our guests bring
Yeah,
because
yeah.
everybody's interested in watching interviews with their favorite person. So they come and watch full interviews.
Well, and here's the other thing that because we said we were going to do this because it's what we wanted to talk
Yeah,
about. What was,
exactly.
You know, like this is the stuff that we had wanted to hear, and that's the thing that is so important is that, you know, like we're not here to. I mean, it would be lovely if we got into the homes of so many thousands of people and stuff, but it's just, you know, if it's just those few that then get like excited about the content, excited and feel like more normal and feel, you know, jazzed to discover a different area or whatever, then it's like, and if you can do that in the first 2 minutes,
Well,
you know, whatever, like it's our job's done.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's, we have a good fan base that watches all the way through. There's no doubt, because that's, our primary commenting group and all that.
Yeah.
But I think, to your point, it's those that kind of, they find us, they're like, oh, this is intriguing. And then they kind of get something out of it, and they're like, okay. And it is an attention span thing. I will agree with that, because even this for an hour, that's the typical podcast, I'll say.
That's about the length of most people's attention.
Podcasts. I won't say attention, but I would say most podcasts are around an hour. Now you have.
If you're watching a podcast, you expect most podcasts are going to have conversations. So they're going to be anywhere from an hour to Joe Rogan 3 hours.
Oh
and
my
that type
God.
of thing,
I
right?
can't devote. Give me the highlights, because I don't want that.
See, I can.
I have to break it up.
I can. No, I won't. I won't
But
take.
what are you doing? Like you have to give your whole attention span to that.
So no, it's usually when I'm driving.
Or if you're driving,
right?
yeah.
It's usually when I'm driving. That's if it's a guest that I want to listen to, and Rogan's got a guest on that's 3 hours or 3+ hours, I will dedicate that one for when I'm driving, and I'll listen to it while I'm driving.
Or if you're working in the yard or whatever.
Or if I'm piddling around in the garage doing something, I have them on in the background, and I'm listening to what's taking place. So I can stop and really, if there's something interesting, I stop and really, hone in on it. But something like this, you kind of need to carve out an hour to listen to the full.
To flesh out something.
Right.
And I think attention span, if you have short attention span and you just want little bits, you go to TikTok and you get your little bits, or go to X or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But if you are looking specifically for a podcast to learn something new or to hear a conversation or whatever, then you're going to expect to spend 45 minutes to an hour, I think.
Well, I also realized you just took that from YouTube, not from Spotify or any of the
Oh,
other.
no. There is analytics for so the other two platforms that we are on that have substance is Rumble and Spotify. The analytics, I haven't pulled them. They're still quite small. I looked at Spotify the other day. I think we have 43 followers on Spotify. That doesn't mean that there's more watching, but that's the followership. Rumble is a bit smaller than that, because that's still growing. But yeah, I mean, YouTube is the primary. And again, this is actually tied to my YouTube channel, the Collective Channel by Will Brown YouTube channel. So it hasn't. We haven't carved it out as its own podcast channel, which I might do in time. But at the moment, it's tied to mine, so it's easier to find when people ask. But
I think that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in time, if it gets big enough, and maybe we have sponsors and we do all that stuff, then maybe I'll carve it out and it'll be its own entity. But right now, this is where it lands. But what I was going to say is, for the audience, we would love to talk about some of the subjects you want to know about. So please.
We've had people give comments, and we try to. The only one we haven't done yet is what was that? Human design.
Right,
Human
and
design.
we're trying to line that
We have a
individual up.
guy that we're going to get on soon.
Has anyone asked about, because to me this is, and I shouldn't say, well, there's not that many people listening anyway, so I don't have to worry about saying this. It's all fair. I'm just saying, about witchcraft or
The pagan witchcraft,
sorcery,
yeah.
or people who deal with entities and so paranormal. So has anyone asked about that kind of stuff?
No, I don't. I haven't seen that in the
I
comments.
feel like we've dipped into it a little bit on a Halloween episode. Do you remember our Halloween episode? And we did.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about the specifics of, say, witchcraft,
like recording equipment you would use for paranormal stuff, and
that would be an interesting. Yeah, that would.
Well,
be
we'd have to get a guest. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
Scylla
a good
might be able to be on for that.
Yeah.
She was on for a different topic earlier.
I just think there's all those topics too that, like, I think that's a gateway for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's like you're young and you kind of go, yeah, this person jerked me around and I want to look at, I'm being so stereotypical. Please, I understand that. But I know it's how my daughter found her way.
Yeah.
In fact, she did this thing, and she was telling me, and I was just going, oh my God, hon, I can't, that's not my bailiwick. I don't understand what you're doing. But she did this thing where somebody was giving her a hard time, and so she took their name on a piece of paper and just infused her hate into it, and then put water in it, and then put it in the freezer to freeze, so it kind of like freeze that person's intention towards her or whatever. And then it's like the ice cracked in the freezer, and she's like, wow, like this woman's really powerful. So she refroze, put more water on it, refroze it.
So she's basically trying to neutralize that woman's energy.
So she pulls it out of the fridge. She just took a picture of this the other day, and like the ice had dissipated. So there's only like this much ice down at the bottom. Like, what?
I don't even know what that would mean.
Yeah. And she's going, Mom, what does this mean? I'm going, I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even
Right.
going to ask my guides.
Right.
Like, that's just not a,
Right.
Anyway. So it'd be interesting. I think it'd be very interesting.
Yeah. So,
I like having the guests
see.
on because then, beyond
We
what we
learn
talk
also.
about,
Yeah.
all of a sudden we're able to ask these guys these questions that are just like, you've been wondering for so long, especially like, for me, Blossom Goodchild, Jamie Butler, like to be able to have that time and just go, oh my God, we're getting to ask them
Yeah.
questions. They're willing
Yeah.
to be on our podcast.
Right.
Like that was so giving for them to do. And it was so much fun. So
Yeah.
Yep.
I like
it
being able
was.
to ask the questions.
Well, this was fun. We just wanted to celebrate with you all. Thank you for celebrating with us. Thank you so much for being faithful watchers. We really appreciate it. And like Samantha said, we just do this because it's a heck of a lot of fun. Yep. And we love having these conversations. And if somebody learns something or we can help them along their path, then we are forever grateful, really.
And I'm going to share that because this is only going to be about a half an hour long. This will probably be the number one watched thing in our 200th episode.
Because it's
Yay.
because it's a little shorter.
It's a little shorter.
Oh my God,
yeah.
poor people. They're just
know.
going.
It's a good thing I actually compress all of our audio, so it's all on. It's not all peaked.
Okay.
It's normalized. So yes, so you don't get your eardrums blasted. So yeah.
Well, thanks so much for watching us again, and thank you for celebrating with us. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up and the notification bell and like and share and all that jazz. And we'll see you next time on the 101st episode.
See you guys.
Bye.